Alright, last game, get to be on the play. Hopefully we'll draw some lands. 3, 6, 7. I guess we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Hand's a little slow, but I guess we're on the play, so it's fine.
I'm going to try this hand, but it's not exciting.
Alright, we're going to scry. Let's get lucky. And, God, I love that card, but
Didn't get lucky.
just always find Storm Breaths. Go ahead.
Draw. Go.
Alright, come on. Gain a life. Go.
Draw. Not bad. Old hanger bang. You're up.
Come on, please be a land. Your turn.
I like where this is going. Attack.
20.
20. And your best friend. And Funds of the Foremost.
Yep.
You're up. Old
Now
first
I
and
get to draw
foremost.
it. Alright, I'll wound you.
I'll accept 18.
Go ahead. God, did I draw that mountain last turn? This game is so different. Ugh. Real gross.
Alright, I will do this, and I'm just going to main phase level, just so he can't kill it in response, and then say go.
Scry.
Sure.
Oh, this is a good card. I don't think I can afford to do it now. And his play is just screaming Dramoka's command. Actually, maybe this is fine. Yeah, I'm going to top it. And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. He just seems really likely that he has a removal spell. Kind of want to do this, but it's just less good if he has a removal spell. Which I mean, he just has to have a removal spell here. There's no way he doesn't. But maybe this is actually fine, even if he does have a removal spell, which is what I have to decide right now. It might be fine even if he does. Yeah, he'd have to have a removal spell and also be able to kill this, which seems really unlikely. So I'm actually gonna play a Johnny here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna plus to put 3 counters on hanger back.
You have how many cards now?
4. So I could also plus to look at cards, but then he can just like dash a Kolaghan or something to kill a Johnny or downfall a Johnny. Here he has to like respond.
We'll hit an artifact and you discard.
Sure. I'll discard. I think I just discard this. Maybe I discard. Maybe I'm actually supposed to discard this. As weird as that sounds. Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to discard Ultimate Price. And then this is destroyed and I get 2 Thopters. And your turn. So now I have protection against like a Stormbreath Dragon as well, trying to kill my
I thought so.
Elspeth, then Protector, Windswept Teeth.
That is real gross.
Yeah, so now you see, like, basically, it was like either I'm discarding the Heath or the Price.
Yeah.
And I think I wanted to discard the Price so I could just play Elspeth this turn.
Alright, well, I have to take the Elspeth.
Yeah. Can't just let me untap and play it.
And then we will downfall the Ajani.
Yep.
And then I'll pass.
Alright. Untap and draw.
And I'm at 18 from the Thoughtseize.
Yep, 18 apiece is what I have.
Yeah.
I will hit you for 2.
16.
I will scry and keep that on top. And then play a morph. And, Sago.
Alright, how do we do this?
Okay. I'll block.
Alright. Go.
So I can untap and replay Elspeth, but I don't actually know how good Elspeth is on this board. I mean, it's probably really good, actually, but
Just better than a Johnny.
I don't know if it's better than a Johnny. I also don't know if even using this is right,
Fair.
because I know the top card of my deck, and that might actually just be the best thing I can play next turn anyway. So I guess I'll untap. That might be wrong, but we'll see if we get punished for it. So I'll play the Windswept Heath and attack with everything.
I'll take it.
Alright, I'm not going to unmorph here, even though it would do 1 more point of damage, just
12.
because I still want to wait and see what happens before I make a decision. And then I'm going to cast a Siege Rhino.
Yeah, so gross.
So 21 to 9, and you're up.
Alright, we're gonna cut the Rhino.
Okay, Rhino has been cut. Yeah, Murderous Cut was pretty brutal there. I didn't really play around that, but okay, I take 4.
Yep.
17.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. Alright, here I will unmorph the Den Protector. Maybe I still don't. No, I probably do. Well, maybe not, because I don't think I actually even want to get the Elspeth here, because if he just has Bile Blight, it's just really bad for me. So if that's the case, I can probably wait and either get back like Price or Rhino or Johnny. But I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Right.
Okay.
So, on top.
And your upkeep. I'm gonna roar your morph, revealing Culligan.
Okay, so I go to 14, and I will unmorph it. It's gonna die, and I'm gonna get back Get back Siege Rhino.
Yeah.
Draw. Go to combat.
7.
Rhino.
Alright, so I go to 4 and you go to 17.
Yep, your turn.
This is super gross. Six.
I go to 11.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Kill me with a rhino.
Draw. Well, I do not have a rhino.
Man, every card you could get back but Siege Rhino was just like complete blowouts with the way my hand was set up.
Oh, yeah?
I was at 4, I go to 2.
Alright, well, I guess I made the right choice then. Go.
Alright, we need an untapped land. Or a Bloodfell Caves. You have 1 card.
Yeah.
This is real gross. Alright, well, ultimate price kills me either way. So if I play the route where I leave one of these on defense, this plays around ultimate price. I feel like I have to just try and win the game. I'll dash call again.
Alright, before combat, I'll press scope, Realm Master.
Now I'm dead.
Yep. Alright, well, that was an interesting set of games. I feel like we got to see the power level of a variety of different cards in the matchup. For example, Anafenza seemed very good for me.
Yeah, Anafenza was very good. It's something that you don't really experience when you're playing like the green side of dragons, because you have access to like Roast and Crater's Claws. There's ways to handle it. But in this deck, like it was Downfall, Murderous Cut, or having a 2-for-1 myself against Anafenza and Rhino, which was a bit of a beating.
Yeah, and we also saw how powerful it was against like Hangerback Walker, which Hangerback seemed really good for you, except when I had Anafenza, then it seemed like mediocre to bad. So we got to see that Anafenza just seems like really... I mean, I think Anafenza is one of the best, probably the best positioned it's ever been in Standard.
Well, between Hangerback Walker and that rally deck, you know, just game 1 Anafenza seems pretty sweet.
Yeah, plus if people are playing removal spells that don't kill it, Searing Bloods, things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the red decks now have Firecraft, but...
Yeah, so that they do have more ways to get rid of it, but if they're using it on your 3-drop, you're trading on par with mana and not taking damage.
Yep.
Plus, this deck seems much better against the red deck than the old Abzan Aggro deck did, since you're just not killing yourself with your lands as much.
Yeah, you're not taking
Between Den Protector and Hangerback Walker, you're pretty good.
Yeah, you're not taking as much damage from your lands, and then Hangerback is just so good against red. So you get a boost there. So yeah, plus you can sideboard in Sorens, which is also really good against red decks.
Which is real nice. And yeah, for Dromoka's Command. As for the red-black deck, I think that we saw that it wasn't built with Abzan Aggro in mind. We have just like very little ways to kill Rhino, very little ways to kill Anafenza. In fact, this deck has very little ways to kill Courser of Kruphix. Courser would have been good against this deck too.
It's true, yeah.
Which, I mean, after the Pro Tour, I have to imagine those aren't the type of cards that you're building your deck. You know, when you have in mind when you build your deck, so definitely don't fault it. But I do prefer the green-red build over the black-red build, just because there are less times that you die with spells in your hand. So I almost every game that I lost, I missed a land drop, sent me behind, and then I died with 5 drops in my hand at the end of the game, not being able to cast them all.
Yeah, I mean that's just a 25 land deck with a bunch of top end. Like sometimes you're gonna have really really clunky hands. You don't always curve out. Sometimes your hand's not always 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it's like
my hand was 2, 3, 4, 5 every time. I just had 2 lands and
sure, yeah,
it was just off each time.
Yeah, I mean like it actually takes a lot to curve out properly with a deck
sure.
like this. You have to draw the lands. They have to come and play untapped. You have to actually have the spells at the right curve. Like you're gonna have more clunky hands than non-clunky hands. But the thing about a deck like this is a lot of times it just overcomes the clunkiness by just being more powerful than what your opponent's doing.
Yep.
So there's a give and take there.
I do kind of like how Hangerback Walker plays with the clunky land drops. Like there's going to be times where you just like play a Hangerback and then next turn not be able to use all of your mana, but at least use some of it because you can level up your Hangerback Walker if your opponent doesn't do anything. So that's kind of cool. So this weekend is Grand Prix London.
It is.
We will all be there.
Yep.
In fact, if you're watching this, we're already in London.
That's true.
And we'll be doing a standard seminar and a meet and greet where we will be able to sign our fancy new tokens. They have no border, and if you signed up for the Platinum, you'll get foil copies of our tokens, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. So
they are pretty sweet. I'm excited to get some of myself so I can look at them. And then trade them for cool stuff. But can we expect you to play Fleecemane Lion on foreign soil?
I will neither confirm nor deny whether I will play Fleecemane Lion, but the answer is yes. That's probably
now we are going to be in England, so do you have English Fleecemane Lions?
I do actually, but I have Chinese Temple of Maladies though.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Maybe you can trade them for some English ones.
Maybe.
We will be in England.
That's true. So I will be using my English cards.
So for those of you who are going to be joining us in Grand Prix London this weekend, we're definitely excited to meet everybody. We have been told we have a lot of fans over there across the pond, and it's going to be the first time that we'll be out there. So myself, Brian Braun-Duin, Tom Ross, Todd Anderson, and Bradley Nelson will be there in London for the Grand Prix, and I don't know. I think it's just great.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been traveling a lot the last month, but I'm still excited to go to London. Like,
absolutely.
Part of me wants to just have a weekend off, but at the same time, like,
it's London,
just
right?
it's gonna be a blast, and I'm excited to play in a standard Grand Prix as well. So
for sure. Now we have a bit of a detour. The last few weeks leading up into this invitational, we're going to have a plethora of different formats that we're going to be playing. And the next one coming up after Grand Prix London, so for next week, is going to be Modern in Charlotte for the $20,000 Modern Open. So I think we should play Modern next week for our video. And I want some suggestions on what decks you guys want to see in Modern. So there are a lot of viable decks right now. Magic Online has been very active with Modern. We've had a bunch of Premier IQs. And basically everything under the sun has been top 8ing. Grixis Control, different Delver decks, Kiki Jiki Quarter Calling decks have been doing well.
Yeah.
Jeskai Control decks. We have, Amulet Combo, Jund. There's just so many different decks that we can play. But we want to hear what you guys want to see, so we'll play something sweet.
Yep, let us know. We will read them, ignore them. I mean, we'll read them and use them, yeah.
So for those of you watching on YouTube and not on StarCityGames.com, underneath our smiling faces, there should be some panels you can click on to see some other videos. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, let us know what you think in the comments. We do read through them. We read through the comments on every video because they all broke up into different videos now. So make sure you let us know what you want to see, as well as to continue to point out the mistakes that we make, because there are plenty, and we like to be told that we're playing wrong.
I like to be called. I call myself a temple of plenty. So I'm always handing out mistakes left and right. So.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in London this weekend, and we'll be back next week with some sweet Modern action.
Later.